G'day folks, welcome to another Hang Loose Recluse production. I'm going to play a video of a woman called Alana McTurnan.
Crimes that are being shown on social media, and to protect our Australian community from the harmful impact of showing this terrible stuff on social media. We are acting in Australia. We have quadrupled the budget for the E-Safety Commissioner. We tried to introduce a misinformation and disinformation bill last year. Sadly, the Liberals and Nationals didn't support it at the time. Peter Dutton and Susan Ley said that they will now. That's good. We need to keep Australians safe from this terrible stuff on social media, and Elon Musk doesn't dictate to the Australian government what we are doing here domestically with our laws.
It's interesting to see how these people are going on about social media. They are trying to clamp down hard in this country, guys. We are under threat. Our freedom's under threat here. And we're going to talk about the fallout worldwide from the Australian Prime Minister censorship furor. Now, as the fallout happens from Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister of Australia, trying to censor social media here in Australia, the rest of the world is in disbelief that we have become a communist nation. So this video is just going to be all about the Anthony Albanese memes that have been doing the rounds. You would have seen Anthony Albanese in his cowboy hat. I did make a video of that earlier today, and if you've been living under a rock, here's the video on what he said now.
Media platforms have a responsibility to make sure that misinformation isn't got out there. I noticed today, for example, on the way up here, they've removed various sites that were up containing fake images of myself superimposed on other people. That's the sort of thing that is going on social media. Social media has a responsibility to do the right thing here.
Yes, folks, that's our Prime Minister, that daggy prick in that friggin' dry as a bone looking fucking hat, whatever the fuck it is. Now, I've got a confession to make, folks. These silly glasses, I found them today. Oh, they are broken though, check this out. They're broken. They've got a break down here. So anyway, dribble. Let's get back to the video. I'm going to use them for a Hang Loose Recluse prop. Yeah, Anthony Albanese, the fallout. But for this, I need my glasses. So we'll rip off these daggy drug dealer glasses. They look like a blind man's glasses, actually. I can't see. That's kind of what it's like. Sorry to offend all the blind people that are out there watching this show. Thank you. Well, maybe blind people listen to this. I apologise for the blind people there. That was just a jokey joke. You know, jokes are allowed, aren't they? Then again, we are in Australia. No more joking, guys. Back to being serious. Thank you. Let's pull off these glasses and put the reading glasses on so you folks at home can see what the hell is going on here on the Hang Loose Recluse show. As we get into it, I'm addicted to making videos now that I've got this new lens. It makes me look very pretty and handsome. Thank you. I've set a different metering focus mode, so hopefully, I don't know. Never mind, it's all about trial and error, getting the things right here. But let's go look at the screenshots that we've got here of Anthony. Oh, bugger, I just bumped everything. What a clown. That's what you get when you're just an amateur like me. Thank you. And you know what? Doesn't matter, because only a handful of you guys watch it, and you know who you are. You are the most important people on the Hang Loose Recluse show. That's right, the viewer. Because if there was no viewers, I wouldn't be doing this. I probably would, actually. I think I would still make videos if there was no one watching. That I used to expect that there should be more people watching this. Especially with 5,000 subscribers. But you know what? That's okay. Life goes on. Because, of course, we are censored here on the Hang Loose Recluse show, and even the government will be trying to censor this channel, and I wouldn't be surprised if they already have tried to put me on the list to be booted from the platforms as they do. Fucking Australian government. The censorship communist capital of the fucking world at the moment. Yes, they know who they are, but really, they don't exist. What is the government? They are absolutely nothing. You're allowed to even say that? Of course I can. The government's nothing, guys. It's fucking well nothing. Anyway, let's get on to the show. This is the memes that have been doing the rounds ever since Anthony Albanese got up there with his Akubra hat on and fucked around and told Australia that he was offended that people are making memes of him and he thinks it should be outlawed. As the world goes on about it, we are now seen as the most communist country of the free world. Yes, well, when I say communist, not the real word communist, just a shit-stir communist. So any of you people out there that try to comment, oh, look, I did it once before, a few years back, and people commented pretty badly. But it's like, mate, I can call a spade a shovel and I can call a spade a car if I like. Thank you. Where I come from, everything identifies as something else. Just like I do. I identify as someone who's not shadow banned. I identify as someone who loves the government. That's right. Thank you. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, memes. That feeling when you are one. Anthony Albanese must hate this one, but at the same time, I hope his office staff do print it out, laminate it, stick it up, and put it on his wall. Thank you. Next up, what's this? No memes for you. That's Gordon Ramsay. Yes, that's in relation to Gordon Ramsay. Thank you. Of course, I don't always ban memes of me, but when I do, I make sure people make more. That's right. Because when he tries to get people to stop making memes about him and complains about it in a press conference, what do the Australian people do? Retaliate? Of course we're going to make more memes. Even I made my video this morning that got 100 views on the channel. Should be viral, but it's not. It got 100 views. It's fucking shit. Anyway, that's just the shadow ban of Hang Loose Recluse. Thank you. And thanks to you people tuning in. Everyone else can get fucked, of course. Thank you. Aussie PM censorship of memes is the ants pants. That's like saying the bee's knees for all you foreigners. Aussie PM. Censor the net. There are mean tweets about me. How dare you peons mock me relentlessly. Yeah, Anthony Albanese has had a cry over his frigging, memes and the fact that it's going AWOL, and here it is. This video's about him. Thank you. And there's a picture of Anthony Albanese just leaving the wanking festival, because that's what he is. Sorry to the rest of the world, our Prime Minister of Australia is certainly a wanker. Yes, we are blessed, and check him out in this pink suit here. Anthony Albanese, if weak men create hard times, was a poster. And this is the poster that creates those times. Because Albanese's a fucking knob jockey. His government and his wankers and his cronies will probably try and ban this video for even saying that. Here's another meme of our Prime Minister. No more memes, just walk away and there will be an end to your independence. That's in relation to Mad Max Fury Road or whatever it is. There he is all dressed up as a bloody bondage expert. Anthony Albanese in his dungeon. Thank you. And of course, governments worldwide are struggling to contain a new virus that would have a huge impact on billions of lives. The virus is called the truth. Of course it would. Thank you. People want the truth, says Elon Musk. Breaking just now, X has taken the top spot as the #1 news app on the App Store in Australia in both the free and grossing countries. Oh my goodness, so there you go. Another one, what's this? Elon Musk reposted, Doge designer. X will bring an end to the woke legacy media. People are already moving on to X to discover the truth in real time. And yeah, interesting. And then X News reports that coming soon to a television near you is XTV. And there's Albanese's final post here, which I did play in the video, or showed in the video this morning. Anthony Albanese goes on to say, "This will be my final post on X. I stand firm in my belief that free speech is a dangerous tool and must be restricted. If Elon Musk's commitment to free speech is a detriment to our democratic discourse, as such, in solidarity with Senator Lambie, I too shall be quitting X." Now, I went to click on the comments. He's closed off the comments and he said something about bigotry in the country because of all the bigot comments, as he likes to call it, because he's a politician. He's going to put his political spin. And even his post there about leaving is also political, and it was great to see that someone commented, "This isn't an airport. No need to announce your departure." That's right. It's just a political fucking stunt by our PM. He's as weak as guts. He's as weak as piss. He's trying to be strong in trying to ban people. That's he's trying to make strength. He's a bureaucrat. He's a bureaucrat trying to enforce new rules or laws and be the one to stand up and do that. That's him trying to feel tough. This little weedy guy thinking that he can go and do this to the Australian people and, be known for it worldwide. All he's being seen worldwide is a fucking communist. End of story. That's it. Albanese, you're a fuckstick. Thank you. What's next? Digital birth certificate program ready to kick off in Australia. Via view, download and share. Secure and trusted identity platform. Add your certificate in a few taps. Hold certificates for you and your children. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, folks. They're trying so hard to do it. They really are. Crocodile Dundee. Freedom of speech. Anthony Albanese. Yes, he is Albanese. And I'll show you now an image of what the world's largest prison looks like from space. There it is. That's right. It's Australia, guys. That's what the world's largest prison looks like. We started off as a prison colony. Yeah, there's our Prime Minister again with his Yes 23 shirt on, the failed Yes referendum. If you don't know what that is, sorry, I'm not going to explain it. But he did have a referendum thing and paid something like, how many million did he pay for it, guys? Put it in the comments below how much he paid for the yes votes. Was it $600 million? I don't know what it was. It was a lot of money. And it just got blown out the window because the Australian people spoke up and said no. Just like if they probably should have a referendum for social media censorship, I guarantee you most of Australia would say no. So the politicians think they speak for the majority of Australians, but they actually don't. They think for politicians. Politicians think for a minority, and politicians think for pussies. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you. And here's the spokesperson of all those people who support Albanese. There he is with his rainbow-coloured hair and his cleavage, of course. Thank you. He'll probably ban cleavage too. The funny thing about X, like I said it on another previous video, he's going on whinging about X, but X has got mild porn, or whatever you call it, adult and stuff on it, all those images or whatever the hell. X, I'm only going off what Joe Rogan used to say about it because I don't really do it too much. Well, use X, I mean. Dr. Mark Lofts here in Perth here made a comment to the video that I made, and it says, a world run by a dyspeptic, disgendered political duo. Lackey Wombi and Ali Boo Boo. That's a reference into the Jackie Lambie and Anthony Albanese. Very good there, Mark. Thank you. And what's this? It has been raised by selected representative that memes like these examples posted on social media channels are hurtful and, as such, will result in the increased removal of your perceived rights and freedoms. As Australians on this venerated day, being Anzac Day 2024, the choice must be yours as to whether you go out with a whimper or a bang. What are we? Are we standing on our feet or are we on our knees? The great online dictator is Anthony Albanese, guys. I love that little picture. Look at that. Look at the symbolisms on his arm because it's got X on there. Obviously, X for the Twitter references. And if they use the other symbols, it would be banned because they have banned those other crisscross symbols that are banned. I won't even mention the name of them because they're banned everywhere. Everything's happening. Yeah, we must look like an absolute clown continent to the rest of the world, and we certainly are, because Dan Bongino has also made reference to the fact that we are prisoners in our country. We are becoming communism, and of course we are. Well, whether you think it or not, believe it or not, we actually are. And that's not misinformation, but the mainstream media will try and label this as misinformation by even saying so. But as soon as our freedoms and our government stands up and tries to speak for the minority and bans us from social media, then that government is a spokesperson, like I said earlier, for an absolute minority, I should say. And that minority is the mainstream media as well. All those workers that work for them are the sort of people that just toe the line of bureaucracy to keep their jobs safe and secure. And they know that they have to be a certain type of behavioural person in that industry in order to keep their jobs. And that's why they like to call anyone who's a citizen journalist. You're not a journalist. I saw it on the Tommy Robinson show the other day when a journalist was trying to call him not a journalist. You know, what is a journalist in 2024, guys? What is a journalist in 2024? Is a journalist someone who actually doesn't really report on what's going on in the world? Or is a journalist someone who works for an organisation like our mainstream media and just reports on controlled media? Is that a journalist? Or is someone a journalist who actually shows a story and shares the truth and what's going on, or an alternative angle to what the mainstream media is showing? Because we all know how deceitful the mainstream media is when they do their interviews. We've seen it in the past where people have recorded their own videos in the room while doing an interview, and the mainstream media has taken snippets of interviews to portray a narrative and take out the 1 minute that was worthy. Carrie Lake did it when 60 Minutes here, Liam Bartlett filmed her. She filmed the whole interview. 60 Minutes only showed a section of it and tried to make Carrie out to be some crazy fool. But Carrie Lake absolutely gutted Liam Bartlett from 60 Minutes here in Australia and nailed it. I actually posted that about two and a half years ago or something like that. And yes, it was good that Carrie Lake did that. I recall that. That's another example of mainstream media being absolute pricks, because they are. Let's see this. What's next? Well, I've just got another random screenshot popped up here. Remember when Boeing effing murdered a whistleblower who was telling US citizens how unsafe Boeing planes are? The government started zero investigations and we all did nothing and forgot within a week. Well, it's been a month now and nothing's going on from that because we all just got over it, but we all know something was a bit suspicious in that story. What else can I show you? Government creates a crisis so it can rescue you with the loss of freedom, which is what's happening. So the crisis is social media. Cry, portray. Now, obviously, we use the internet. We're all using it. We're all basically addicted to it. We're all using it. But I reckon it was the worst thing for humanity. This is where the government's realising it. That's what... I mean, I don't say take it away. You make the choice. I make the choice. One day I'm going to wake up and not use it anymore. That's just how I feel. It's like what I did with alcohol. I was saying that. But one day it'll probably come where I'll just say, fuck the internet world, fuck the information that's on there. Because I enjoy it when I don't see news, I don't scroll media, and I keep my eyes out of screens. At the moment, I'm spending too much time in screens. It makes me tired. But I love it when I just walk away. And I have walked away a little bit from some of my social media platforms, in case anyone was wondering. But here I am making YouTube videos. Now, this does take a bit of time to edit after I've made the video. So, therefore, I don't have much time to scroll and look at information anyway. But that's what I like about where I get my sources of information from, is I can just sit here and scroll like that as it rocks up on screen. And of course I've got to censor myself because some of this stuff the government won't like, or the YouTube government won't like. Never mind, this is the Hang Loose Recluse show. Should I end it? I want to end it, but every time I end it there's something else that I want to fucking well tell yous. Anyway, this has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Sanko! Oh, but wait, there's more. If you like this show and you're new to it, and you'd really like to see this show progress, then how about considering a Buy Me a Coffee donation? You can shout me a coffee for just $5 Australian. That's one coffee, thank you. Or you can go and buy the song that I've got up on the Buy Me a Coffee page for $3, that's right. It's called Time for Revolution, and you can buy that at www.buymeacoffee.com/hangloose/extras, or you can just go to www.buymeacoffee.com/hangloose, and it's all there on part of that page. You can contribute a coffee or buy that song or whatever the hell ever you want to do. But the way my channel's going with 100 views, I'm absolutely shadow banned, but I enjoy the content creation process. This is it. You've been watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you.